He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss wide side. It's Murray. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught by C.J. Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, 29 yards. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all these rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 2nd and a yard, Wilson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Murray is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. For him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Texans.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3. Hey.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. He'll drop to throw. Dance into it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Up the middle they go with McAllister.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there into the hands of Ross.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown
misses now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Wilson. Throwing deep for Murray. And this one is incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
J.K. Dobbins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Texans 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Ready up. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 29, Wilson being chased down left. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Murray. He's got it to the 43 here.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Wilson. That goes out wide to Murray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep...
Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Right side complete to Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's got some space here.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And here comes a return from the middle.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. Touchdown! Jeff Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. J.K. Dobbins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left.
Man open is board. It's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Black shot.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this complete to board. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's back to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to.